What's up, YouTube? This is Cdog back with another Transformers review. This is on Transformers Animated Autobot Bulkhead Voyager class. So as you can see, we have him here in the packaging. You got this awesome art of Bulkhead there. And Transformers Animated Voyager class, conversion level 3, ages 5 and up back then. You got Autobot Bulkhead up there. On the top, we have more of the same art, looking very cool. It says Bulkhead battles evil with his mighty ball and chain. Then you got a big old picture of his noggin on the side. On this side, we got some cross cells of Megatron and Starscream. Of course, we have those that we'll review eventually here. And we got Bulkhead here in the product shots. And just so you know, this cardboard was like much better back in the day. And then we got a bio. If there's one thing Bulkhead is really good at, it's smashing stuff. It's his specialty. In fact, he's so good at it that he's even good at it when he doesn't mean to be. In a fight, you can count on him to smash the Decepticons, nearby parked cars, other Autobots, low-floating billboards, and occasionally himself. The irony of it is that he's a natural builder who loves to make things. He'd much rather be creating something, but when you're as big and strong as he is, stuff just sort of seems to get smashed. Got a little quote up there. It says, "I kind of broke this thing and those things and that pile of stuff over there." Sorry, except for it's more like, "I kind of broke this thing and those things and that pile of stuff over there. Sorry." He's got a raspy voice, but it's not that. But anyways, or more like this. Whoops, sorry about that.
My name's Bulkhead. So what are we waiting for? Let's get this party started!
So as you can see, that's his real voice. On the bottom, we have cross cells of Deluxe Bumblebee, Prowl, Optimus, and Lockdown, and we will be reviewing those as well sometime. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. Okay, don't fast forward. I want to show you something for the youngins. This is how we used to have to open boxes. Look at all these flaps you got to deal with. You got to do that one, then this one. Then you lift up this, and you pull out these flaps, and then you get your figure, as you can see there. And here he is out of the packaging, and this is what you call a quality toy. This was $15.99 to at most $19.99 when it was for sale, and it's just built great. There's no hollow spots. Everything's solid. The wheels are pinned on. They roll. It's heavy. It's got paint. It's got this full matte kind of paint job, as well as more matte paint as details and a little bit of metallic usually. It's got a little bit of metallic there, as well as some metallic in here. So you got like this champagne kind of gold there, as well as yellow gold here. And then some white stars on each side. You got black details painted in just for fun. Fully comic accurate, cartoon accurate. But yeah, so he rolls, like beautifully rolls. I mean, just beautifully. This is like one of the best collections, quality-wise, and just the fact that they all came out with the cartoon. It was just a fun line. So we'll do a quick couple we'll just do a size comparison for what today. This is a Voyager. So, whoops, stop doing that. So he's about 6 inches long, just under, and 3.5 inches tall, which is pretty good. I mean, considering Voyagers today are probably just a hair smaller and a lot less solid. To transform him, I guess we can check out a few more details. You got the pinned on wheels with the metallic gold around them. You got the two, it looks like, yeah, they got the two different parts for the wheel, not just one wheel. You got, it's probably more than two parts. You got like the doors molded in. You can see a hinge there. Got some holes there. You can possibly use them, but they're for transformation holding spots. And that's what he looks like on the bottom. Anyways, to transform him, you want to start by flipping this part down. And then next up, we go right here and just split this. This is awesome transformation. You have to check this out. Flip it over here, and like that, covers up the wheels. Up, over, down. Next, you kind of just lift these up, and they automatically fling forward, and then you have the peg holes I was just showing you that peg in there. Just like that. Swivel his arms to the front, so you have him like that. Whoops. And then you take down his legs, which are under here. Get the arm out of the way. So you pull down that. That's tabbed in right there. I will go back and do a transformation back just to show you a few tricks. And then, whoops, what's that doing? And then you want to take this one down. You want to swivel these to the bottom, which they wouldn't even bother with anymore. So that's his heels. And then what you do is you go back here, you split this part, and then you crank this back one click. That allows it to angle out. So he has those. And then, whoops, sorry about that. Last but not least, you have this back like this, and you start to fling this forward, and his head comes out. Let me show you again, because I'm going to raise the camera so you can get a good view. There we go. So you do that, and then you connect it in, and the way it connects in is a couple nice tabbing spots that tab in nicely in the back there. And the whole thing just goes together beautifully. And as you can see, the head reveal kind of goes on. And then you got Bulkhead in his robot mode. And like I said, these cover up the wheels to show you. That's what he looks like from the back. And there is a leader class, and I do have that. And that's more in scale, but this is definitely more cartoon accurate. For details, you got the painted face. You got that champagne gold for his face, as well as light blue painted eyes, kind of bordered around with the dark green. And got the line detailing there. You got the Autobot symbol tampoed there, as well as the 2 stars end up on his arms and shoulders, as they should be. Looking very cool. You got the front of them. And then down here you look at the plastic they use. Just really, really nice plastic. No hollow spots. They use 2 parts. The problem is now the parts count. They just want to make it all in one part. But before, they took time and made different parts and attached them together, and they look beautiful. So you got the screws there, you can see. So quality toy. And it's just solid. I mean, yeah, he also is a good toy. So you can just sit him there. He stands. You can pose him around. He's got articulated fingers, as well as a gimmick that we'll show you here in a little bit. And so very cool. This one is molded on, I believe. Does it come out? No, I think it... Actually, yeah, it does. It's like a missile, I believe. Oh, yeah, that. Okay, so you have that gimmick. I'll just show you the gimmicks now. Might as well. It's just I wanted to... Anyways, so you would swivel that all in there like this and push it back. And it's going to be a little bit difficult to do on camera. Let me see if I can do this on camera. Just because I have no elbow room. I can't move my elbows too much when I'm doing videos. And then you just pop it back in there like that. All right, and this one over here, I believe, is... Oh, yeah, it has this gimmick. And, oh, yeah, this one is molded in. Sorry about that. I thought it was the other way around. So you got that, like, kind of gimmick. I'm not really sure why. Leave it in the comment sections if you remember, if you're an older fan like me. For arrestive articulation, he does have, he's on a kind of a ball joint. It'll look up a little bit. You can use this a little bit. I wouldn't use it too much, but you can get it to get some expressions. He can kind of tilt around, and he can definitely twist his head, but not super. I don't think it, yeah, I guess it will go 360. But it does kind of swivel on an angle. You get articulation in these, so you have the click back here. I don't know if it, yeah, I don't think so. It only goes back one click, and then it articulates here. We have universal shoulders. Bicep swivel at the top, like a correct bicep swivel. You get 90-degree bend. Well, maybe not quite 90-degree. No, not 90-degree. About 70-degree bend. Showed you the articulation. That is for both hands and the gimmick. For the legs, you can get out full splits if you need to. And then you get the thigh swivel above the knee, as well as they even built in a knee back then. I mean, that's pretty cool. They got the ankles molded at an angle. So, yeah. So, just an all-around beautiful toy. Let's just check out some size comparisons, shall we? I'll try to do it with figures you guys know. So, he's kind of, you know, bent and stuff. But I don't feel like reposing him at the moment. But that's what Sunstreaker looks like. And then Sideswipe himself. I guess I'll just move it out of the way and put it there. So that's what Sideswipe, you know. So those are about Voyager size figures. So he is a little bit short for a Voyager, but he's stout. And he's definitely not, he's probably not that short for a Voyager today. I don't know. Maybe, actually, yeah. He only reaches to about 5 1/4 inches to the top of this. So maybe a little higher at the top of his head. But to transform him back, you want to start, you rotate these like that. And we want to unattach this. And when you do, you pull it back. It just, see how that rotates like that. You flatten this out. Go under here. Secure these back up. Attach the tabs. There's tabs right here. You can see the different tabs. Attach those. And whoops, that guy got back. And then you unattach this tab right here. Put it back. You want the flat parts on the outside. Like so. Make sure that the shoulders are all the way. So you can do something like that. When you do that, then you want to flip the wheel back up onto the sides of his feet. And you want this to be pulled all the way back on that double hinge. And then you put the feet back up, and then you use that tab right there to kind of lock it in place. Like that. Lock it in place. And then these you kind of have to just hold until the place. And then you fold this out, wrap this up and around. Fold this out, wrap this up and around. Attaching that, while at the last point is you use those two holes right there and there for the tabs right there and there. And you just tab everything in. And you got him back in his SUV, I guess van, military armored vehicle. But let me know what you think of the review. Leave a like if you liked the video. Definitely check out my playlists and definitely share my videos, share them with friends, post on Facebook, post on Twitter, retweet from Twitter. Just follow me on Twitter. I'm back on Twitter. My new phone, my old phone would not let me on Twitter. It took 5 minutes, even when it was brand new, to load each page. But this one is automatic, instant. I don't have a limit. I can get on it finally. So I'm back on Twitter. It's Cdog Cdog 4, lowercase, no spaces. Cdog Cdog 4, all together, no spaces, lowercase. Check it out. Check me out. Follow me there. Subscribe here if you haven't yet, and leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe for more toy reviews. And as always, stay awesome, stay subbed, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace. That's a wrap, guys. I'm out.